Hey guys, we're back in here I'm going back to episode 10. I was going through my videos, make sure I was in order numerically, and I wasn't. I skipped some, like 10, 12. So we're going to do episode number 10. So I can line everything back up, right? So it's Pimp Your Layout, Thursday night open mic. Show the world not what you have, but what you got. Slot cars, model railroad, railway, diecast, Hot Wheels, Matchbox, RC, real cars, and pretty women with bikinis. I want to see you. And remember, as always, you have to keep it rated K because mommy YouTube does not like the cussing and the fussing. You have to keep the language down, at least for the first 25 minutes. Hey, Steve. No cussing in the first 25 minutes because they want their ad revenue. And topics that will not be discussed are religion, race, sexuality, and politics. Gotta go. Can't keep it cordial. Got Keith Horton in the house. Jim, slot car obsessions in the house. What's going on, guys? We are here live in the city of Los Diablos, fastest city in the world. So let's see what happens tonight. It's a slow night, and I'll cut it off at 8 p.m. or 8:10. I'll make it an hour exactly. 8:10 if it's slow. The link is in the chat room. So, show you what I was talking about with the AFX truck and the auto world. It's a different size. I don't know if you guys can see it from here. It's probably here. It's too big. I guess you can open it up a little bit to make it fit in. I wanted to use this for the Gulf tankers because they don't make them with the GMAC. They're all Peterbilts, which I feared that they would do that. It's the lineup for tonight. This guy here, he's not moving. Sometimes it takes a while before he starts up. Might have to take it to the shop. Let them work their magic on it. Also, I bought a lift. Match this truck. Got that going on. I like these tow trucks. Yeah, I'm sick of the rain, man. It's like nonstop. Every day. Rain. Messed up the Memorial Day. It was just kind of cloudy, kind of cold, so not that many people came out like they normally do. I kind of messed that up. I hope the 4th is sunny. What we got coming up? We got Juneteenth and 4th of July coming up. Let's see. What is the forecast for July? Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't want to do the month. I guess I can do it on here. Roski dance. Let me see. It's curious what the weather's going to be. July. Let's see what's up. Just curious. They still a couple months ahead of time. They make everything extra difficult now. They'll do all this extra clicking. Monthly, here it is. June. And they're not going that far. Whatever. So what's going on with that Ghostbusters? This stuff sucks. How do you get to your own? Trying to get to the live from the phone as myself. Can't seem to get to it. There it is. I hope I can get the controller. But I might put the blade on this. Yeah. Trying to get this damn tape off here because I can't see where. See if I can find it on this one. Yeah, I can't see where. Because I need better lighting. Might be a slow night. So I'm driving. I'm trying to get this locomotive over here going, but the light's on, but it doesn't move. Sometimes it takes a while before it actually starts moving. I might have to take it to the shop. Let them take a look at it. I think I want to get a newer one. Get this little contraption out of the way so I can hook this up. Still sitting there. Not trying to go anywhere. I don't want to move. I guess it would help if it had another tire on there. Porsche on. Yeah. Come on in. Gotta run the Porsche. Put the more reliable chassis system. I want to get a newer Spirit of 1776. Yeah, I'm gonna take this to the shop, see what they can do with it. What's going on, Matt? I was looking at that set in Hobby Lobby. I'm like, thought about it, but I ain't gonna do it. It's BNSF. You getting on, Steve? But the Broadway, Zimbabwe broadband won't let you get on. Might help if this had some wheels on it. Won't get it slipping. Where's that other car? That's right here. Ah, hold up, we got Steve in the house. So jump right in, hit that link.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I got you on now.
Yeah, I'd hook up my camera. and adjust it. Yeah, I got to see what my picture is here. Here we go. There we go. I'll race around on the circuit track here.
You have any Auto World GMAT trucks?
Any Auto World what?
GMC.
Oh, you mean the cab overs? Yeah.
Yeah, cab over. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. We got this red one here. And I got a couple of the Rider ones. And I think in a box, I think I've got probably one or two more.
I'll trade you.
Oh, as far as a spare, let me see. I'll have to look and see what I got. Yeah, I don't know why Auto World doesn't seem to put those out anymore.
Yeah, they just went on the conventional, man. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't notice that till you mentioned it on one of your videos the other day, and I'm like, you're right. They've been doing the conventional one.
I'm guessing they maybe they lost a license or something. I don't know. I got a chance to talk to you on this thing. Yeah, I gotta get rid of all cheap couplers.
Yeah, I think I ended up getting this red one. If I'm thinking back, I got this red one off of eBay because I got them little PIE pup trailers from Jag Hobbies, I think, is where I bought them. Anyway, I needed a truck to pull them, so I wanted the cab over. What'd you call them?
Flat nose.
Yeah, the flat nose. Yeah, I wanted one of them to pull them pups, so I just went on eBay and bought this one. I don't even remember how much I paid for it. I'll have to go check into it because I really don't have any extras. But,
I'll just keep checking eBay. Somebody else saw one of these days.
Yeah, that's where I ended up getting this one. Yeah, I think I bought it last year.
Nobody home. What's up?
Hey, Paul.
Yeah, I just know, like, all the new trucks are the long nose trucks, man. I'm like, what happened to the flat nose?
Yeah, all the sets they put out, they're all the conventional.
Let me get over here. Do a little bit of driving. Maybe somebody show up. Maybe not.
If I do have an extra one, it'll be one of those Rider trucks. Because I think I might have ended up with an extra one of them. But I don't remember what I paid for it. I don't think it was cheap, unfortunately.
Well, I have an AFX one, so I guess I could just bore the hole out a little bit more so the trailers will fit.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I had to do to some of these anyway. Just drill the hole out. But yeah, I got this one here, so it goes with the truck. So I need to have that one. And then I'm pretty sure, yeah, because I've only got one set of pups or them short trailers. So I tried to get a hold of one of them cab overs to pull them pups, and I ended up with two. So I really only need one. So yeah, I guess if you're interested, I could hook you up with one of these rider trucks, but I'd have to kind of look back and see how much I got in them. I don't remember, or whatever you'd want to offer. It's up to you.
Well, I got something, trade or something.
But the weird thing with these though, and I don't know what they were intended to do with them. The first ones I got was this conventional, and then I got one of the cab overs. I don't remember exactly which one went with the trailer, but they're all exactly the same. Okay, this is probably the older because it's got the copper. That's older. So anyway, when I got these things, the back of where the plate is, I know you're not going to be able to see with my crappy internet and my stupid camera, but they're not designed the same way. As a matter of fact, they didn't even have a hole. They didn't even have a hole for the kingpin to go in. So here's the regular conventional in the back, and then see this thing's got like a slot to it. And how it worked was, I think they wanted you to be able to back up and automatically hook up the trailer, because if you look at the trailer pins, it's kind of on a bevel. So I think they were intending for you to be able to back the truck up, and then the trailer would catch. But like I said, the hole wasn't even drilled, so they didn't want it to be pulled up there. There's like a little lip at the end of the slot here, and it would just catch in that lip, and that would pull the trailer around. I thought that was kind of silly. So I actually had to drill the hole in there to hook it where it actually supposed to go. So that was what was weird about these rider trucks. I don't understand why they're like that. Even the conventional was the same way. See, they're all set up the same way.
Yeah, that's kind of silly.
Yeah, it's weird, and I had to drill holes in all of them. But anyway, that'd be the only one I have the extra, so it's up to you. I'll let you think about it. It ain't no big. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think I was bidding on one, and then I found somebody selling one reasonable or something. I don't know. But anyway, I ended up with an extra one because I only wanted one to pull the short trailers that I got.
Yeah, they look cool though. Stuff like the hole is hitting the
Nope, took the trailer right off that time.
We're gonna lift it up a little more. It might cure that. This cardboard here.
Oh, somebody asked if that was a Tyco US1. No, I don't believe so. No, I know it's not because they got the AFX chassis under them, so they got nothing to do with Tyco.
What's going on, Harold? Let me see if I lift this up. Will it still hit? Curious. Yeah, the holes on the covers, man. It just feel like when it goes over the slot track, it hits it. So I guess I got.
I think Kevin from Kevin's Tiny Train said that those are on those couplers because they've got some kind of magnetic system that automatically uncouple them cars, I guess, and that's how they do it. They pull on them metal hoses sticking down, I guess.
Yeah, but I'm not using that, so.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, you probably have to clip them off if they catch on your track, or try to bend them up or something. I don't know. You ready for the semi race Tuesday?
Nope.
Nope.
I gotta find one that's gonna stay on. I'm never ready, man. I build the layout right before we start.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was thinking about trying to go over to the little woman's office. She's got different internet over there to see if it worked out better, but I still got the same crappy camera.
Yeah, the hose hit.
I got to look, and the specs on that camera, it only puts out, I think, 30 frames per second, and I think that's why it looks like everything's flying when I'm going slow.
Yeah, but I don't know if this software records at 60 frames. You got to spend more money, which
Oh, I see. So if I had a better camera, it may not even work.
It probably look a little better, but I don't know if it's like
I just bought
720.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a 720, but that's the pixels. But I guess the frame rate, how many pixels it makes per second. But yeah, I bought the cheapest daggone one I could find because I'm just a cheapskate.
Yeah, well, now you got to suffer.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I got right there. It was only like $20, so.
What is that?
It's a Logitech.
Yeah, I have a Logitech 1080p. That's what I'm using right now.
Yeah, see, this is just a 720p with a 30 feet per second. That's what it says. Oh, I can't raise that shoulder up. That's what it says up in this corner.
30 frames per second.
Yeah, I thought maybe if I bought one that did 60 frame, maybe it would look better. Yeah.
I'm not
So
sure.
I'm
not sure what the max frames per second that this software does.
I think that camera is more suited for just for somebody to have a face-to-face conversation on the web is what it's supposed to do.
Yeah,
it ain't really supposed to pick up fast-moving cars on a track, I don't think. But I'm old dinosaur. Hell, I don't know.
Yeah, the only way to make this work, I have to cut the hose. Like I said, I'm not using that system anyway.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
matter what.
as far as my internet goes, I don't have any trouble watching anything. Everybody else's stuff looks good, so I don't know what the deal is with that. You'd think it'd shut down on me all the time trying to watch other people's stuff, but I don't know.
Well, it doesn't look too bad today.
Yeah, and I think because I've noticed when we first started racing at Bob's and there was only like what 4 of us, my internet didn't do too bad. Well, now we got 7, and it seems like for some reason the more people that are loaded up on there affects my internet, and mine can't handle it. I don't know why. It must funnel through what I got. I don't know. So it just seems like I have more issues because we got more people on it now. But I don't mind, so I get in and race, and then I go sit off and watch. But yeah, a lot of the times when we're sitting there racing, I look at the screen and everybody. I don't see none of you guys. It's all buffering, and I don't know if you can hear or see me. So I don't know what's going on. But it's like each one of your individual things are buffering on my main screen. So it's not like my whole thing's buffering. It's each individual one does that little buffer spin thing. So
I don't know. What's your download speed?
I have not got a clue. I wouldn't even know where to go look.
Man.
I told you I'm an old dinosaur. I'm surprised I can even navigate some of this computer crap. I was a mechanic back in the day, rebuilding carburetors and doing tune-ups and changing points and all that crap. And I seen all the computer stuff come in on these cars, and I'm like, man, this shit's crazy. So I kind of got away from the computer stuff.
You gotta step your game up, man. You gotta learn new skills. Gotta keep up with the time.
Well, I know a lot more about the computer stuff on the cars than I'd like to let on. They're actually a lot easier to work on now because basically they'll tell you what's wrong with them, but what sucks is the way they've got them all designed. You can't get at nothing to replace the damn parts that are bad. It's a pain in the ass to try to get to anything. That's the part. That's the hard part.
That's what I figure. I mean, it pretty much talks to you now, so it should be easier.
Yeah, all you need is the $high scan tool, and it'll tell you. But you still got to be able to get in there and replace the hard parts, and the hell they bury them cam sensors and all that crap. They just ain't easy to get to.
So what I'm going to have to do is, because I'm going to have to cut the holes on these. Because I'm going to have 2 sets of rail cars, one for here and one for the club.
Well, like you said, you're not using them anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really need it here.
Yeah, the couplers on the limited trains HO set I got are just them weird plastic interlocking jobs, and they got little stems that stick down from them, which I suspect they probably got some kind of gizmo that's supposed to unlock them automatic too, but they don't interfere with the track, so I don't do anything with them. See, this is the kind of coupler that I just use because it's what's on all my stuff.
Yeah, it's like the old style stuff.
Yeah, they just interlock like 2 fingers, and that's it. So it works for me. Oh, yeah, getting that crap is a problem. Yeah, love working my cars back. Oh, I was reading Nobody at Home's thing. He said, "You're right, Steve. Getting to that crap is a problem. Loved working on my cars back in the 70s in high school." Yeah, that's when you could get at the stuff. The actual engine hasn't changed much. Bearings and pistons and camshafts all the same. It's just all the computer controls they've added to it. And like back in the day, you'd turn a switch and you were actually moving a switch to direct power to work your windshield wipers or whatever. Well, now any switch you plug on, any switch you flip on your car now, you're not flipping a switch. You're putting input into either a body computer or, well, the vehicle, the engine's managed with a whole nother. But anyway, you're talking to a body control module, the computer, and you're asking it to roll down the window. You're asking it to turn on the windshield wipers, and then it'll pull in the appropriate relay and run your stuff. That's how it works now. So it's a lot more wiring.
I remember like when I got out of high school, you just stop at an auto parts store, you just fix whatever you need to fix and get back on the road.
Yeah.
Those days are gone now.
And the same thing happened to me at the warehouse I worked at. I worked there for 20 years, but when I started, all their computer systems were just basically PLC, programmable logic module controlled. That was as sophisticated as it got. And everything else was, just mechanical switches and, had pneumatic stuff to it and whatnot. Well, over the years, they added different systems to it, and then they finally come in and put this huge sortation system in. But anyway, they riddled the entire system with computer control, and it basically kind of went over my head, and that's one of the main reasons I'm like, well, it's time to retire. I'm getting out of this crap, because it just made it harder. That made it harder to work on because I had a hard time getting into the computer control aspect of it. It was no longer I could still go check the mechanical part of the conveyor system or whatever. Hey, the motor's fine. There's nothing wrong with the power, fuses, everything's all good. PLC, because we still had PLCs in control of some of it. But then it was like, okay, well, there's something in the computer system not letting whatever this thing is run, and that's where I would just run into problems, and I'd get frustrated, and so. Too much computer control. But see, now, whenever they have power outages, that whole damn place shuts down because they can't do nothing. See, back in the day, they would still be able to get their trucks loaded minimally, but, now they're completely computer dependent. So if they don't have that power, they ain't doing shit. Stuff. They ain't doing anything. I shouldn't say shit.
That's the trade-off.
Yep.
Go to trade-off somewhere. Step right up, guys. Hit that link. Show the world what you're working with. Rock cars, model trains, die-cast, RC, drill cars. We love them all.
Yeah, since the summertime has been here, I've been cycling through more of my radio-controlled stuff outside. I've got a little bit of an issue. I probably need an intervention. Here's a box of some of my radio controls for various things, and then here's another box of all controllers. So yeah,
it's a run 8 scale gas.
You got 8 scale what?
So I used to run 8 scale gas or nitro, whatever it is.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
Yeah, I love that stuff. I like the way the fuel smells.
Yeah, especially if you had the nitro in it. I had a T-Max at one point, ran that nitro fuel in it. It was almost like being at the drag races. I kind of just got all electric stuff now.
I haven't had an RC car in years. I got to get back into it.
They got some pretty cool stuff now.
So you do anything to keep the trailers from jumping off?
Well, on the semis, yeah, I don't know. I don't know really. I got nothing different with this one. This is the one I was going to race probably, and it's just the Love's set. There's nothing different or special about the pin. Now, see, I tried to run this one a little bit earlier, but it's got a really big hole for the king pin, but this trailer's mismatched to it. So it's got a really tiny pin. So it just flopped right out of there. That one didn't do worth a crap. But this one don't fit too bad. I don't know other than that.
Hey, what's up, Rick?
Okay, yeah, Jim said something about there's an app I can test my stuff. Yeah. Test the speed. This semi don't do too bad. I'll do a little run here and just see what it'll run. I know what to expect Tuesday.
I gotta find one that's gonna stay on.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. The thing is, I do real good when I'm just sitting here running around by myself. And then when it come race day, I don't know what it is, man. I fly off the track all the time. I don't know.
Lap track's ready.
See now I'm going to time myself. So now I'll probably crash all the time. Probably want to get 10 laps in. Oh, I forgot to put this up.
I'll give you the floor. Let me see what's going on.
Oh, you ain't gonna give me the floor.
I got trying to get a good look.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what pen you have. Stock pens, or are you using the metal guide pens?
Oh, just stock. Oh, this ain't gonna work if it's picking up. Oh, yeah, I didn't have a 10 lap thing around. It's picking up 2 different laps because it's a semi and it's picking up over this barrier I put up. So, I'm gonna have to do something different for our racing.
Hey, Mark. Yeah, I got to find one that stays on the track.
Now, we're only doing 2 guide pins. You don't have to leave all 4 guide pins in if you don't want to. Because sometimes it catches if there's too many guide pins on it.
So we usually use the one in the rear and the front?
Well, yeah, just one on the front of the truck like normal, and then one on the front of the bogies on the trailer.
All right.
Yeah, because when I first got these semis, I was like, man, these run like crap, but they had all 4 pins in them. And then I'm like, well, you take a couple of these pins out, and they run a lot better.
Yeah, Matt says the same thing. 2 pins work better. So I guess that's what I was trying to find out. It seems like it's, with all the pins, there's like a lot of issues with it.
Yeah. Because at first, when we was going to race, he was going to have all 4 pins, and I'm like, yeah, they don't run very good. I think the only reason for the 4 pins was, I think they were going to do something like the Tyco USA ones, where you could back up and do cool stuff with your trailers. But I don't know if they ever did that. Auto World did that or not.
They never did it.
I mean, not Auto World, but Aurora. Because Auto World more or less copied Aurora and AFX from back in the day. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make me a taller barrier for race day because it's gonna pick up my laps every time I go by this other straightaway there.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, does it work better without all the pins in there or what?
Yeah, I think they do. And of course, you just got to go slower because it's a top-heavy semi.
Man, what lap counter do you use on your iPhone?
Did you ask Matt what he used? I think he uses lap counter or something like that.
Because I know they have lap tracks on the.
Yeah, that's the one I use because that's the one you told me about, and I found it on the app store that my phone goes to. So that's the one I downloaded. It seems to work okay for me.
My Android doesn't fit in the lap counter.
Matt said lap tracker is the name is one he uses.
Lap tracker.
Yeah.
I guess it's in the app store. I'll find it. I found a pizza van on that site Bob recommended. So I ordered one of those.
What did you order?
Those pizza vans.
Oh, the van.
Yeah,
I gotta get those yet. There's several of the new offerings they've put out that I need to get yet that I haven't. but I had to budget myself for a little while. And there's one, and I usually don't get this giddy, but I think that that Formula Trans Am they just put out, Auto World just put out in the blue and white, is beautiful. So I got to buy one of them. Yuck. Mopar guy saying I got to buy that. But I think that looks really good.
If I see it at Hobby Lobby, I'll scoop it up.
Yeah, do that. That blue one. Like I said, I already got. Of course, I had to get the black one with the gold pinstriping because it's Smokey and the Bandit. That goes without saying. I've already got a Trans Am body. I don't absolutely need another one, but man, that blue and white looks really good. And it says Formula down the side. So that's pretty neat. I remember when those were out looking like that. Had that Formula down the side as part of their stripe package.
I'll tell you what I would like, the Trans Am from Chips. I think they put a Formula hood on it.
Oh, yeah, I'll have to. I see that on TV every now and then. I'll have to pay more attention. I haven't watched that episode.
Yeah, it's a Trans Am, but they put a Formula hood on it. So.
With the Formula hood on, okay.
It's like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'll be back in a second.
It's definitely not this truck. Might have to rebuild this guy. Okay. Well, I was disappointed with the golf truck, man. I was like, damn.
You're not gonna like it?
I'm gonna buy it anyway, but like I said, like the one I'm driving right now, I'm just gonna paint it.
Oh, you probably wanted that short nose cab on it instead. That'd been cool.
Yeah, so I just have to drill the hole out a little bit with her bigger so that the trailer will fit in it. I was hoping they would have a cab over, but they're only making the Peterbilt. I'm going to assume they don't have the license for the EMC anymore.
Yeah, that I never thought about that. That could be it.
That's what I'm assuming. I could be wrong, though. That was always my favorite truck. With the Kiss truck, there's a cab over.
I never did get one of those.
Yeah, so I have to get one of those. They're pricey now, but I was trying to get that movie they made. I don't know if they have it on DVD. It used to come on TV.
Yeah, I never did buy any of them the Kiss semis. I remember they were really pretty cheap several years back, and hell, now they command pretty good money now. That Gene Simmons, he put his name on anything as long as he get $1 out of it.
Yeah, you know the deal on that. stubborn in the same spot.
Probably got a low rail in that area.
Yeah, it might be. It's in the Tyco section.
Well, you got Tyco track?
Yeah, the rail crossing is Tyco.
Oh, okay.
The track leading up to it is Tyco. There's a couple sections that's Tyco. There's the S turn is Tyco. I'm using the Tyco because it's wider. The lane spacing is wider, so they don't crash as much.
Oh. Yeah, I don't have any Tyco track. I had a Tyco set when I was a kid, but it didn't survive. I had the one that I had that one that did have the train crossing with it. Had the Santa Fe train with the semis, and
that was a dream of mine, was to get one of those sets.
yeah.
But they didn't have adapter track at the time. Well, I was an AFX fanboy, so Tyco just wasn't gonna happen. You know, and Aurora at that time they weren't offering any rail and road sets.
No.
I know they did years prior, but once they came out with AFX, they didn't do that anymore. Hit that link, join the show. All you need is a cell phone or tablet.
Oh, jackknife.
Let me drop the link one more time. Let's see. There's no way I'll leave that on the box, man. If I buy it, I drive it.
You can always put it back in the box.
Yeah.
The semis come in boxes, so. Helps keep the tires from getting flat. Just saying.
Hit that link, join the show. Show the world not what you have, but what you got. Smart cars, model trains, diecast. RC, pretty women in bikinis. Must be a real woman. We don't play that here.
Here's another one of my non-Mopars.
What is that?
I don't know, some 60 Chevy. I just thought it looked really nice. I don't. I'd have to look at the box, see what it is. I don't know where the box is at. I figure so. I don't know where the box went. In Plymouth and Dodge, Pontiac. Oh, there we go. It is a 1959 Chevy Impala. T-Jet. In pale green and white. I said I pretty much had one of all the Mopars, so I figure I better start getting a few of the other things to chase them around the track with. Bought a couple of Novas from Adam a few weeks ago in case they want to add, open up T-Jets to the racing schedule new out of the package. I'm like, man, I don't have nothing new out of the package. I better get something on hand. And I didn't have any Novas, so tell you some for $15 a piece. How can you say no? You know, $15 a piece.
For what?
T-Jet Novas. The Adam Hurt on his shows on Wednesdays, he sells cars pretty cheap. And I bought some Novas to leave in the package to open if I have to for when we do that Bob's Racing. Because we started this season off with that opening a new X-Traction out of the package and racing it right out of the package without doing anything to it whatsoever. Throw oil at it and silicone tires if you want and adjust the pickup shoes, and that was all you was allowed to do to it.
Yeah, I run it with the stock tires.
Me too.
Whatever it came with.
I don't think I do too bad considering I'm using this wireless setup when we race. So I come in last all the time, but I don't care. I ain't that far last.
Like I said, I was just doing it just for the fun of it. I'm not.
It is fun too.
Just to have somebody to drive cars with.
Yeah, you started the deal and you let Bob run with it. So far we got seven guys running now. I think 7. Is it that right? 7. I think. Let's see, Bob and you and Roski and Dave and Pat and Matt and me. Yeah, 7. I think I got everybody. Pat, Dave, Bob, Roski, Kenton, me, and Matt. Yeah, 7. 7 of us.
Late. What time is it? 8:19. Yeah. Shut it down. Nice to Romancer. What's going on? All right, guys. I'm gonna take it down. We've been on here for an hour.
All right. We'll see you guys. Thanks, Ken.
Yeah, appreciate everyone who stopped by. And I'll see you guys next week. Later, guys.